Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rounds. So that's a new NPC type because we saw them earlier. Hey brother, nice night, don't you think? Feels like the breeze will just blow my worries away. So I naturally want to go out on a night like this, so I can take you for a ride if you please. This is kind of a unique taxi. And that's one hell of a ride. Kinda want to check it out, to be honest. Sorry man, gonna have to pass on this one. Where I'm going's just around the corner. Forget about it. Name's Giordano. Brother, if you need anything, give me a holler. Just remember that, folks, Giordano. In case we need a getaway driver. I'm so tired. Work's been ruthless lately. I think I'm just gonna pick up a prepared meal from the department store and get today over with. Reminds me of the anime Bento. Kinda wonder if they fight like that or not. What's this? I guess that's a marking that there's audio?
I can't stop staring at Trion Tower. It's so pretty.
It's also big as hell. 230 arch tall, to be exact. Can't miss it wherever you go. When tourists come to visit, it's always the first thing they see.
And we can make it also be the last thing. Okay, that might have been a little dark for most people. This is it? Yeah, this one doesn't lead to the subway. But you can still jimmy it the same way. Was Giacomo the one who altered the locks like this? Not him, it's just been a thing us shady folks have known about for a while. There are places like this all over the city people make good use of. CID knows about them too, they just leave it alone. They do? Why? I'm sorry, I keep egging conversation on when we really need to move. I'm ready for whatever we'll find here. Good, because there's no turning back now. Is something wrong? Nah, we can go in. Was that just my imagination? I don't pick up a scent, so I guess it doesn't matter either way.
His nose is as sharp as ever. Edios knows how this is going to end. But it better be with my classmates safe, Spriggan.
You go to Genus. What do you mean, classmate? Is this place a relic from the Middle Ages? Might go back to the Dark Ages, even. Edith might not have a leg up on the old capital's history, but it still goes back to the Middle Ages easy enough. Tack on all the subways and waterways we've been building, and the underground's a sprawling mess and a half now. I suppose it does make sense that a place like this would exist here when you think about it enough. What? Crap. Ben, is that a monster? Well, spirit more like. Never seen them in the capital. Hell's up with this? Sure you don't want to turn back and wait outside the station? The cafe'd be a good spot to... No, I'm fine. I have a feeling my staff and arts will be highly effective against foes like these. So if anything, I'm relieved I came with you instead of staying behind. Got me good? Let's do this. I'll back you up, so feel free to go hog wild. Then I will. Right, let me give you these just in case. Evade and Mind. These are Zypha quartz, aren't they? Yeah, insert them into your Zypha slots and they'll let you use different shards. Give it a shot, you'll pick it up faster than me explaining it. Then I will. Okay, you can manifest all sorts of skills. Each line has different skills. The overall attribute value for a line changes with set quartz. When you reach a certain number of attribute points, new shard skills manifest. Quartz set into attribute lock slots are worth double their point value.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
Okay, so that's where the flare impact comes from. And we're not high enough in to get the sword breaker. It wasn't really that impressive in the past, so... Chance of nullifying rot resisting KO with 1 HP. And we also have chance of reducing damage when an ally is attacked. Chance of additional damage using time attack arts. I don't actually have any of those though. And then finally this. So we can slot in the evade. I figure that's going to be better on him since he'll be up close and personal more often than not.
Shifting to maintenance mode.
We do have Shadow Spear actually, so I do have that. Plasma Sphere. I don't know why we can't use that one yet. And then the skill list.
Modifying your orbment, are you? Modifying your orbment, are you?
Switching to maintenance mode.
So it's a flat 6 boost, chance of adding mirage
Shot
damage.
skill added.
So if I were to put it here instead. Resist fear. EP cut. I don't even know if I have any space
Shot
arts,
skills
do I?
updated.
Saint Arrow.
Switching
Problem is
to
that's so
maintenance mode.
expensive I can only fire it off twice. That'll have to do. Now we're ready to move on. Yeah, let's get... Wait, this feels like the higher elements are active here. What the hell? What do you mean? I'm sure you can tell this part just from the fights we've had so far, but monsters are usually only weak to the 4 basic elements, fire, water, earth, and wind. But every once in a while you'll find a place where they can be weak or resistant to the higher elements of time, space, and mirage. You're saying that this is one such place? Pretty sure it is, yeah. Either way, we'll soon find out. Let's get moving. So yeah, usually they let you get further into the game before springing this on you, but since she relies on space element, they probably did it early. So if the weak is red, it's super effective, and then otherwise it's just regular effective. I think we're topped off on everything. It doesn't give you CP, sadly. They sure snuck up on us. There are an awful lot of them, too. Sure are, but it's times like these that shards really shine. Time to teach you how to use SCLMS. What are those? You'll see. I'll give you the rundown while we fight.
I'll take you on.
So upon making contact with a party member, take advantage of the shard system. Overlapping shard fields can activate high link level moves. Attack while an SCLM is active for your partner to perform a follow-up attack. Certain shard skills activate more frequently if the remains active after the attack.
Keep it up! It's working!
Think fast. Take this. All you on, yes.
So she does have an offensive craft
You
now.
got this.
Here I come!
Okay, I don't know the details about that.
My move now. This'll hurt. Take that. All you on,
I was expecting the counter tutorial there.
Going all
Okay, so it's just one target.
Activating skill.
Have some more. You'll pay for that. This'll hurt. Take that.
I'll take you on!
Pull out all the stops.
Yeah, that won't go off fast enough.
Sucker. A chance. This'll hurt. I'll dice you up.
And we got the bonus up if nothing else. Excel craft. Good job, you kept up pretty well. So that's the power of an SCLM. I've never been able to understand how someone else was going to act so clearly before. It's a lot like the combat link system used by Erebonia's 5th generation Arcus battle ordnance. The Arcus units never saw much use outside of the Empire, though. Still, combat links were mainly designed to be used by two-man teams, whereas SCLM is a system where it's a lot easier to switch around partners. That makes it a force to be reckoned with when used by large groups. Shards really are amazing, aren't they? Never imagined you could use them for so much. Yeah, I'm not an expert on them either, mind you. Still got a lot to learn myself. But even I can tell the Zypha standard has a whole lot of potential. Looks like you were right about that orbital staff of yours working well against spirits, too. Yes, I'm glad that proved true. The more we do it, the more confident I am in my ability to fight. I suspect we're going to need to make more use of SCLMs the farther we advance through here. So I think it'd be prudent for me to be a little closer to the front line. What do you think? I'm fine with a little. I still don't want you going out in front of me, though. I can accept that. So now we can change the party leader. Agnes has long range and magic attacks.
Here goes.
Wonder if we can switch out mid-combo. So yeah, that's one thing that sucks. You have to walk over to grab the stuff.
Just what I needed.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to handle random battles in future videos now that I think about it. Looks like another... Nope, it's not another tutorial.
Suggesting magic attacks.
I'm on it. They're done. You're exposed.
Okay, so they're teaching you about the bonuses at the top. Boost Plus is new. I don't know what that one is.
Going all in. A chance. This'll hurt. Take that.
Combat over. Processing data.
Okay, we came from that way.
Suggesting magic attacks.
Let's get to work.
Charge attack available.
Now, let's finish the job. Have some more.
Now that I think about it, there aren't any battle scopes or anything, are there?
Looks like a chest.
Marble ring prevents mute.
No hostile targets found.
Wrong thing. It is this one now.
I'm on it.
Crap, we have to actually pick him up. It is gonna take me forever to get used to this crap, man.
Hard work best on this enemy. I'm on it. Show 'em what you're really capable of. Let's keep moving ahead.
Now, let's finish the job. Take this. It's done. You picked the wrong guy to fight. There's gotta be some way around all this debris. Nothing's jumping out at me.
That's a good thing.
Looks like he's deep in thought. I better leave him alone. Now, where were we supposed to go? Wait, is that...
Arts work best on this end. There!
Let's get to work.
Don't forget about your charge attack!
Take the sun. Take this. Gotcha. Get down. There. Gotcha. Get down.
Good chance to deploy shard!
Next. Gotcha.
Let's keep moving ahead.
Perfect dodge, charge attacker. I'm curious, did she get beat up in that fight? I can't quite tell. Okay, so the solution is here, you're able to smash through the wall.
Looks like a nice chest.
You have a small clue if I can zoom in. Like, that marker was there originally, it's just you had to recognize it. There are even more monsters this time. Yeah, but I might have an idea how to take care of them. How's my boost gauge, Mare?
Gauge fully replenished.
Good stuff. What was that about? I'll show you. Time for your second lesson on using shards.
Everyone, move in!
So L1 to activate a shard boost. Different effects from hollow cores are activated. Skill shards, or shard skills activate more often. Level 1 boosts maintain 2 turns. Level 2 is the full boost, extended by an extra turn. Boost chances of activation, and you can use an S-craft apparently.
Full boost! Go all out! Keep it up! It's working!
Got a whole slew of them.
Activating skill!
I'll dice you up. All you on, yes.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Going all in.
Certain arts will be more initializing drive.
Engaging shield! There!
All you on, yes. Here goes.
Activating skill! Now!
All you on, yes. Sucker. Nice. Moving on up.
So if you're not familiar with the series, the only way to boost your EP is by customizing your orbment. You don't get anything by leveling up or grinding, unless you count money grinding, or Sepith grinding to be precise. That wraps that up. S-boosts seem like they'll be very useful when the timing is right. They are, though they ain't really the kind of thing you have to save for just the right time. Just use it when you can, that's all there is to it. Well, isn't that convenient? I'll keep that in mind. So. So there is a swapper thing. Command battle, 50 chain hit. XL craft is the side or back attack bonus. Canceller is pretty big, as is Vengeance. They'll give you items and CP in addition to the boost gauge. Don't keep them pristine. Hey, our first U material. So it begins.
Suggesting magic attacks. Commencing battle. Charge attack available.
Went a little too early on her. Thought that timing was right, but maybe it's different for each character.
Well then, away we go.
They don't actually outright tell you which way is the objective. What a massive foe! And the bigger they are, the harder they tend to hit. Try not to get too close, we're best fighting it from a distance. About deadly strikes. Use powerful deadly strikes that cannot be avoided. If you're hit by one, you'll be forced into battle at disadvantage. Keep your distance and remain vigilant for the attacks or deploy your shards first. Enemies with low HP tend to use deadly strikes more frequently. So I wonder if we can just hit square to initiate the fight immediately, or...
That enemy looks strong.
Commencing battle. Charge attack available.
Stay calm and work through it.
Unleashing Sharp Strike.
So I think that was what we were supposed to watch out for.
Have some more.
And out of curiosity, do they just give us the info now, or...
Use a sharp boost to get the outfit can't hide.
There we go.
Activate from us.
See, I guess they just give it to you.
Keep it up. It's working. Activate skill.
I wanted to turn, but I messed up.
A chance.
Boost level maximum strength.
Pull out all the stops.
Activating skill.
Here I come. Ha! Then. No.
You'll pay for that.
Did not get vengeance off that. Think I have a better handle on them now. You did good, but no letting your guard down because of it. Right, of course. Really was a hell of a performance, especially since this is likely her first day fighting for real. No way she wasn't raised with a silver spoon in her mouth, but she's braver than most would give her credit for. Throw in the weird ornament she's after, and I got questions. Just who is this girl? By the way... Sup? I've been bracing myself well enough against monsters and spirits so far, but do you think you could also tell me a little more about A, since we might be going up against them? Guess I should, huh? Ordinary people are better off not knowing a damn thing. But if they're after your great-grandfather's memento, then I guess there's no getting around it. That's what I was thinking too. First, A is just a code name. It's short for Almada. They're mafia that go way back here in Calvard. I don't like the sound of that already. Still, they weren't that big a group back then. We're not talking about a big Eastern syndicate here. They were nothing. Until they weren't. Over the past few years, they've gotten much, much bigger. Now they're the talk of the criminal underworld. Wow. But their name never ends up in the paper, I assume. Obvious why big papers like the Tyrrell Times won't cover them, but even gossip rags don't have the balls. It's an unspoken rule, cross the line and you're done. I still don't know what the deal is with this memento you're after, but you really should have gone to the guild or the cops. You still could if you wanted. But... Well, not my job to force you to turn to him. Mine's to be there if you feel like you can't. Best outcome here is for us to get the goods before A can, then have the guild swoop in and take the glory. 2 birds with 1 stone, 3 even. You make the guild sound like they're your cleanup crew. You really have no shame, do you? Mighty pleased if you think so. Now let's get a move on. Of course. Oh, come to think of it. When you first refused my request for help, did you already suspect that the Mafia was involved in this? She really is a sharp one. I had a hunch, yeah. There's been something ominous in the air since last night.
Switching to maintenance mode.
There we go.
I'm on it.
So this is one of those walls you can smash.
Looks like a nice chest.
Zerum powder. That's how you know you're getting close to the end, boys.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
We can still go that way. I'm gonna leave those there until we clean up over here.
I'm giving indications. Brace yourself. Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
Looks like a chest. Take this gun. Looks like the gang's all here.
Show them what you're really capable of.
This gun. This gun. Take this.
There's so many of them. Look out.
Okay, I think they're banged up enough to where we can make this fast.
Got a whole slew of them. I'll dice you up. Well then, away we go.
Hit 1, accuracy and crit.
No enemies nearby.
It's this button, this one.
Switching to maintenance mode. New
Oh,
shards
heck.
added.
So there we go. So that's a key device over there. Or they now have the breakable walls marked, one of the two.
Whoops. Dead end. Let's turn back.
Hold your horses, girl. We should look around a little more.
A hidden entrance?
Huh. Guys, nothing if not thorough. This hideout should be dead ahead.
This looks like a stopping point.
Whew. That hits the spot.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Can't get much more Middle Ages than this. Gargoyles, huh?
Give me flashbacks to Cold Steel 1.
Maybe Giacomo had a better eye for hideouts than I thought. Look at that. It's the spitting image of that picture you showed me.
It really is. It perfectly matches the sketches in my great-grandfather's diaries. I finally found it.
I'm happy for you.
Just don't touch it
So it
right
really
now.
does look like an ornament. But why is it glowing? Get back!
It went inside the statue.
Well, that's not good.
Okay, may as well grab it now.
Are they resonating?
Peerless Protectors, Gargarum.
Van?
Gargarome? I don't know how that...
We're gonna have to take care of these guys before we can make with your memento. But I know that's not enough to stop you at this point, right? Time to bust out your crafts, SCLMs, the works. Because here's where the real show begins.
Right!
Time for you to focus.
Time to put this to use.
Can now use Vandalize Raid. Press right R2 and a directional button to trigger an S break. Immediately activates the S craft regardless of turn order. Can be triggered. So does full boost have to be enabled for it? Okay, it'll automatically turn it on. Can I use the option when you're afflicted with something that prevents you from moving or attacking? Yada yada.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
R3 to display
These are
details.
harder to work better.
Cabalizo's hopeless.
Go all out. Activating skill.
Over here! All for you!
Engaging shield.
I'll take you on.
Well, they
Loading
tell
enemy
you what they're
stats.
weak to. Water and time.
Going all in.
Certain arts will be more effective. Initializing drive.
All you on, yes. A chance.
So I wonder if that was the boost that let me insta-cast that, or what was it?
Go all out.
Keep it up. It's working.
May as well test it now while it's safe.
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Boosts the gauge by 1 no matter our... Oh, it boosts the max. So she gets healing here. I don't think they tell you how much it is anymore.
Pull out all the stops.
Random light. White heal.
Thanks, pal. A chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
Keep it up. It's working.
I don't see why not.
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
I won't lose.
Initializing drive.
All you on, yes. You'll pay for that. They're down. All you on, yes. Sucker! Chance!
Let's see. Okay, dropped you materials. I was thinking without the break gauge, I don't know if there's a way to get guaranteed drops anymore or how that would work. Oh, they even tell you right there what it dropped.
The mages of the Middle Ages left behind some damn tough guardians for us. It bugs me why they'd pick now of all times to start moving. Well, whatever. You really stepped up. Takes a brave soul to fight like that against the unexpected.
You mean it? Thank you. I'm very fortunate I had you to show me the ropes.
Let me be the one to pick it up.
That's a good idea.
Looks safe enough to me. Well, here's what you came here for. Did it just react with her like a combat orbment?
I finally hold a Genesis in my hands. There's still more to find, but... I did it, Mom. Grandmother.
Say, yes. This great-grandfather of yours wouldn't happen to be... There you are.
Well, well. Impressive footwork.
No.
Was waiting on the duo from Almada to make their grand entrance.
I see our reputation precedes us.
You must be Van Arkride, the Spriggan.
And my reputation precedes me. Look, I'm not opposed to picking up some work from you types most of the time. Just as long as you don't cross the line, which you just did by firing at us.
That's too bad. We were only aiming for your limbs.
We have no intention of killing the girl. Not since she seems to be connected to that device. You, however, don't have that same privilege.
You're real pros, huh? So much it makes me sick. But it also makes my job a lot easier. Don't move.
A practitioner of the Gekka school, I assume.
Even if that weapon marks you as more of a military close combat type.
Good eye, but sorry. I'm not with the Gekka school. Anyway, you don't look like you know all that much about the device itself. But you're still gonna tell us everything you do know. And why you're after it.
Van. I'm certainly curious, too. What does a criminal organization even want this for?
Beats me. We're just following orders.
And an order's an order. Even if it costs us our lives!
What?
Shit! You good?
I'm fine. I'm more worried about you.
Fast-acting enhancement drugs, huh? Didn't think you guys had gone that low. Ever heard the stories about foreign mafias getting destroyed by that stuff?
I'll thank you not to compare us to small fry like Crossbell's Ravage.
We stand head and shoulders above them. And now we're gonna stand head, shoulders, and feet above you!
Where'd that spunk from earlier go?
We're gonna enjoy this!
No. Van!
Got that out of your system?
You're done, Spriggan!
Don't you dare!
The hell? Fine then. You can die too!
Could do a shard shield. No time. Damn it! Don't die over a piece of shit like me. What's going on?
There's a light coming from my great-grandfather's.
Oh boy, you sure are in a sorry mess.
What? How is this?
The hollow from your Zypha.
Well, Van, the choice is yours. Will you bear the nightmare, or not?
What are you...
Since when can hollows appear like this? World's full of mysteries. Are you asking me that question of your own free will?
Huh? Of course I am. Just so we're clear, I could not care less how much trouble you're in. I'm just here to know one thing. Will you bear the nightmare, or not?
Van...
Man, today's just one thing after another, huh? My life's been a living nightmare for more than a decade now. So what's a little more fire when you're already in the depths? All right, let's do it!
Okay, doing it then. Shard swell. The Grendel's all yours.
What the?
Darkness-clad armored demon Grendel.
What is this feeling?
Well, I'd take fighting this thing over our bosses any day of the week. You're damn right. We're taking you down in the name of Almada!
Here goes!
Someone needs to relax. You're dead meat.
The Grendel can act multiple turns in a row. Select what action you want to take from the list, perform some heavy-hitting moves. Only one turn will pass if you select defend. Mare will always act as support during Grendel battles. So you have the basic attacks, standard, can be used repeatedly, rapid onslaught and heavy spike, crafts, can be used once during a string of attacks. Magic crafts, perform powerful magic attack crafts, can be used once during a string of attacks. And S-craft, which follows the same rules, I guess.
How's your chance to boost, Van?
Ah, healing.
Give up!
Full boost! Don't hold back, Van!
Do something already!
Oh.
We'll take that!
S boost to increase how many turns Grendel can perform in a row. Didn't I already just do that?
Don't hold back, Van!
You ready for me?
I'll hold Van!
Zypha activate! Take this!
We'll take that! Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
There's no boost for direction here.
Here comes!
We'll take that! Dan, activate your boost! Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
Give up! You ready for me? What the?
Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
So, I can't use it. I don't really know why.
We'll take that! Full boost! Don't hold back, Dan!
You ready for me?
Take that!
Well, this is the end.
Displaying enemy stats.
Still our win. Impossible! This is unbelievable! What is he? Ugh.
Van! Are you alright? How do you feel?
I'm fine. Tired as all hell, but I don't feel any pain. Can't believe I just took down a pair of drugged-up mafiosos like they were snot-nosed kids. What a monster.
What was that? You saw Mare too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
figures. All she spits out is what she's programmed. She's got no sentience. The tech hasn't come far enough to give her any.
But... was it the Genesis, then?
Can't imagine it was a fluke. So that thing's called a Genesis?
Yes, or that's what my great-grandfather called it in his diaries. It's supposed to be one of 8, called collectively the Oct Genesis.
You saying there's 8 of these? I'm gonna guess it was behind everything that happened here. Behind Mare showing up, behind me turning into that weird monster, behind spirits popping up down here too.
Then we're of the same mind. The diaries described them as for experimental observation, and nothing more.
Of course they elected to omit the finer details. You know, when I accepted this job, I didn't think it'd be from a relative of the one and only Professor Epstein.
Huh?
Dead on, huh? That thing was made half a century ago, around the time of the Orbital Revolution. It's easy to tell by looking at it just how much precision and skill went into making it. Then you got that it's an orbment capable of doing artifact-level stuff. Even Epstein's 3 disciples couldn't have made something so advanced back then. Knock them out of the running, and you're left with the father of modern tech, Claude Epstein.
Claude?
I'm sorry for hiding it from you. I'll tell you everything there is to say. It all started when...
Not now. Put it away, quick.
Van! Are you alright?
Oh. I see. We were a few minutes too late.
Those two are...
They're from Amada. We finally caught them.
Get lost! This is our territory!
Who do you think you're talking to? This isn't a job for civilians.
Just what happened here? I can see that you fought them, but beyond that...
They fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Without pumped full of drugs they were, it was a miracle we could make it out with our skin intact.
Oh,
As curious as I am about how you emerged victorious,
Stairs.
I trust you were able to help your client?
No comment. That's between me and her. Now, I know I owe both sides here a debt, but consider them paid. They might be at the bottom of the chain, but they're still in Almada. You can have one each.
Excuse me.
Who gave you the authority to...
I suppose we do owe him for neutralizing them.
Very well. We shall take them in between us.
Maybe if you're lucky enough, they'll even talk. Now come on, let's get out of here.
Oh, sure. But let me help you walk.
I'm good.
This is clearly only the beginning of something much greater. Sharpen your skills while you can, Van.
Will do, Renee.
Kincaid.
I can't let him keep living like this. Why must you insist on shouldering all of the burden yourself?
August 27th, 10:05 p.m. Montmartre 8th District.
Damn. Guess I'm going without dinner. You even good to be out this late? I thought students had a curfew.
That's kind of you to think of me, but I received permission to be out this late beforehand. Never mind my curfew. Won't you let me see to your arm? Do you have a first aid kit in the office?
I do, but...
It looks like it started healing on its own.
I know it wasn't that bad in the first place. But it's still healing way too fast for it to be normal. Wonder if I got that orbment or turning into a monster to thank for this.
This all began with those diaries. They were passed down from my great-grandfather to my grandmother, and then down to my mother, until her death 4 years ago. As you guessed, my great-grandfather is the famous Professor Epstein. It was known at the time that he had an adopted daughter, but she went missing very suddenly after he passed away. By the sound of it, something compelled her to shy away from the public eye. I don't know what that something was. It wasn't written in the letter she left me. Then after my mother died, my father began to lose himself in his work. And now all alone, I became more and more captivated by the many diaries that were left behind. They weren't filled with complex formulae or specialist knowledge or things like that. Instead, they were about who he was as a person, what he was like, what his philosophies were, what he valued most in life. He wrote about the little things that colored his days, his bonds with his loved ones, his time spent with his disciples. I could see through every word written that he was a kind, warm-hearted man with a good sense of humor. A man I could respect a great deal. I was so happy to have his writings so I could peer into his world, just like my mother and grandmother before me. And before I knew it, those diaries became my most treasured possessions. However, at the end of his final entry, on the very last page, I found a shocking message. It said, "Recover the Oct Genesis before the year 120X, else all we know will come to an end."
Pretty ominous thing to write down.
It could have been a delusion that came to him in the winter of his years. But I began to feel that it was why his diaries had been passed down to me. And as the days wore on, my desire to do something to avert the end he foretold grew stronger and stronger. But I knew I couldn't go public with any of it. Not with my grandmother's disappearance. That led me to enroll at Armus Academy, where I met a very dependable upperclassman. Her advice took me to the Orbalnet, and that led me to you. I just never thought when I started all of this that these would be the consequences. That someone would die. That you would be put in so much danger.
Well, you managed to get one of them. Even if there are still 7 more out there, you could always call it quits here.
I can't. Not when they're what connect me to my family. Not when I now know they really exist. And not after seeing that final entry. I can't look away from all of that. Here. This 50,000 Mira is everything I was able to gather for this. Please, accept it as compensation for all the help you've given me.
I thought I told you my rate.
Well, you did, but I don't feel that it accounted for that injury you sustained because of me. I intend to find the remaining 7 on my own. I don't want anyone else to get hurt because of my problems. Oh, but I'll be very careful about it. Promise. Huh?
My rate's 1,000 Mira an hour, excluding other necessary expenses. I'll bump it up a little because of the danger involved, but you rolled up your sleeves more than your average client. You put yourself in danger to help me. Any more than 10,000 would be ripping you off. This is how the world of work is. Good thing you're still in school, because you got a lot to learn.
Maybe, but still. I'm sorry. I just feel you've taken on a lot more than you bargained for from start to finish.
To be honest, that whole turning into a monster thing's got my interest piqued. So it wouldn't feel right to ask you for even more Mira with how we're gonna keep this thing going.
What are you...
Unless you decide to give up altogether, I'll pitch in however I can from here on out. In exchange, you can share any info you got on the Genesis, or anything those diaries say. How's that sound?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you telling me that even though you know it might be dangerous, you're going to help me search for the other 7 without taking additional compensation?
Hey, info's good compensation. I ain't taking a single Mira, though. I'm gonna need you to get more used to real combat, too, for your own safety. Can't have you leaving yourself wide open and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna drill it into you until you're up to snuff.
I don't know. This doesn't sound like a fair trade at all. I'm the only one benefiting here. Well, if you insist, Van, then thank you very much. Having your support means a lot to me.
Yeah, well, I'll be counting on you, too. All right, now that today's done and dusted, time for my hard-earned reward. I've been waiting for my Andalusia fig and honey tart all day. I was gonna scarf it down all by myself, but you pulled your weight today, so let's go half-half.
Thank you. Oh, but I still want to say... It really does bother me just how much I benefit from this arrangement compared to you. I was thinking of a way to even it out and thought, you know, how about I work here part-time?
You want a what?
You seem to be so busy that I can't imagine how you find the time to clean up around here. I'm also good at secretarial work too, so I'm sure I'd be a big help with sorting paperwork and whatever else you need. Just a standard wage is fine. Or even no wage. Unpaid is totally fine.
I can't do that. Haven't you ever heard of labor laws? And forget that. This whole idea is crazy. How did me hiring you even get into your head?
Well, it's because you won't accept any Mira from me. I understand you have your own way of doing things, but I have my own pride to satisfy, you know. You'll just have to compromise. Now, let me just cut this tart into 2 so we can dig in and enjoy. Don't worry, I'll make sure you get the bigger portion. And where do you keep your coffee beans? Oh, there they are.
Wait, how did you find them so... Who said you could make yourself at home this fast?
He's one step away from marriage. Watch out, Van. It's the hardest bullet to dodge. And there you go, Spriggan of the Slums over. So we get the 10,000 Mira.
Gotta keep this up. Rank up. I'll be taking that.
Septium Vein. So I'm concerned about that 30%. Is that just a 30% increase, or is that a 30% chance of them dropping, I wonder?
Can't complain with that.
So here's where they offer you to save. 15 ranks with your usual items. I imagine Grail Locket's one of the upper ones.
I'm Agnes Claudel. I still have a lot to learn, but I promise I'll do whatever I can to keep up.
So yeah, there you have it. We have kicked off the game, and well, we'll see what horrors await us next. Kinda wonder if that drug is related to the Gnosis, but we'll have to get further in to find out, and that's even assuming they address it this game. So yeah, a fairly strong start, but like I said, this is supposed to be above average, like the upper echelons of the series, so should have been expected. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time in Chapter 1. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.